Hello students, we are still on quadratic graph. Now let's consider this particular question. Given y equals ax squared plus bx minus 6, complete the table below. When x is what? You have been given this table below. So from minus 4 to plus 2, and you are given some points. When x is minus 4, y is 14. When x is minus 2, y is minus 4. And when x is 0, y is minus 6. So B, using a scale of 2 cm to 1 unit on x-axis and 2 cm to 5 units on y-axis, draw the graph of the relation. So then C, from your graph, find the minimum value of the relation. 2, roots of the equation. So first of all, you need to get this real equation. Before you can complete this table, you must get the equation that is used to get the table. Now, for you to be able to get this, you are given that what your y equals ax squared plus bx minus 6. Now, from this table, you know that when x is minus 4, y is 14. So you are going to substitute into this equation. So when x is minus 4, y is 14. So in place of x, you put your minus 4 square plus b into bracket minus 4 minus 6. They said the value for y is what? 14. So that means minus 4 square is 16. 16 times a will give us 16a. Plus b times minus 4 will give us minus 4b. Then minus 6. So you now bring this minus 6 to this side. It will now turn to plus. So you're having minus 16a minus 4b is equal to 14 plus 6. So which should give us what? 20. So you're having 16a minus 4b is equal to 20. Take this to be your equation 1. So from the table again, when x is minus 2, y is minus 4. So when x is minus 2, y is what? Minus 4. You are going to substitute into this equation again. So when x is minus 2, a times minus 2 square, that's x plus b into bracket minus 2, then minus c is equal to the value for y is what? Minus 4. So minus 2 square, so minus 2 times minus 2 will give us 4. 4 times a is 4a. b plus b times minus b minus 2 will give us plus times minus is minus 2b. Then minus c is equal to minus 4. So you now bring this minus 6 to this other side. So now turn to plus 6. So 4a minus 2b is equal to minus 4 plus 6 will give us what? Plus 2. So this one, 4a minus 2b is equal to 2. This one will be the second equation, equation 2. So you can see that you now have two equations you will solve simultaneously. 16a minus 4b is equal to 20 and 4a minus 2b is equal to 2. So to solve them simultaneously, I'm going to use elimination method. So I will multiply equation 1 by 1 and I will multiply equation 2 by 2 so that the coefficient of b here and here will be the same for me to eliminate b. So if you multiply equation 1 by 1, you are going to have 16, still retain 16a minus 4b is equal to 20. Then multiply equation 2 by 2. 2 times 4a will give us 8a minus 2 times 2b will give us 4b. 2 times 2 will give us 4. So I'm going to use elimination method. So since if minus 4 minus 4b will give us minus 6, so that's not yet 0. So I'll now introduce a negative sign so that minus times minus here will give us plus. Minus 4b plus 4b is 0. So I'm now left with what? 16a minus 8a will give me 8a. Then 20 minus 4. 20 minus 4 will give me 16. So to get a, divide both sides by the coefficient of a, which is 8. So when I divide both sides by 8, I'm going to get what? A is what? Is equal to 2. If my a equals 2, then you now substitute a equals to 2 into any of the equation. Let's say into equation 1. So substitute a equals 2 into equation 1. So I'll now have 16 into bracket a. So this is my equation 1. 16a minus 4b is equal to 20. So in 16 to bracket 2, a is 2 minus 4b is equal to 20. 16 times 2 will give me 32 minus 4b is equal to 20. So minus 4b will now be equal to 20. This plus 32, when it comes here, now turn to minus 32. So minus 4b will now be equal to 20 minus 32 will give me minus 12. So minus 4b is equal to minus 12. To get b, divide by the coefficient of b. So divide both sides by minus 4. So that means I'm going to get what? Minus divided by minus plus. 12 divided by 4 is what? 3. So the value for my a is 2 and the value for my b is 3. So I'm now going to substitute the values of a and b into the equation. So I'll now substitute it. This one should be what? The equation is y equals ax squared plus bx minus 6. So I've got the value for my a to be 2. You now substitute there. X squared plus b is what? 3x minus 6. So this is the real equation that is used to make the table. So it will now be easier for me now to complete the table. We have been given the value of when x is minus 4. So they've been giving us, that's what you use to calculate it. You now look for when x is minus 3, what will be the value for y. So when x is minus 3, put into the equation 2 into bracket minus 3 square plus 3 times minus 3 minus 6. Minus 3 square will give me what? That is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Plus 3 times minus 3 will give me, plus times minus is minus. 3 times 3 is 9 minus 6. 18 minus 9 is 9. 9 minus 6 is what? 3. So when x is minus 3, y is plus 3. Then when x is what we are given the when x is minus 2 to be minus 4 already. Then you go to when x is minus 1, what will be the value for y? So when x is minus 1, what will be the value for y? So you substitute when 2 into bracket minus 1 square plus 3 into bracket minus 1, then minus 6. Minus 1 square is what? Plus 1. 1 times 2 will give us 2. Minus 3 times minus 1 give us minus 3 minus 6. 2 minus 3 is what? Minus 1. Minus 1 minus 6 is what? Minus 7. So when x is minus 1, y is minus 7. So you complete the remaining also if you understand. So using this formula, quadratic equation 2x squared plus 3x minus 6. So after doing that, let's now draw the graph. So they said, the question says that using a scale of 2 cm to 1 unit on x-axis and 2 cm to 5 units on y-axis, draw the graph of the relation. So this is my graph. So this graph, you can see between one thick line to the other thick line, I'm having 10 lines. So this is 2 cm by 2 cm graph. So this is 2 cm by 2 cm graph. So now, we're told that we're using a scale of 2 cm to 1 unit on the x-axis. This is the x-axis. So since this is 2 cm by 2 cm, so each of the thick line, this is what? 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2. So this is the positive axis, this is the negative axis. Then for y also, and 2 cm to 5 units on y-axis. So this is the y-axis. So 2 cm with 5, 10, 15, 20, minus 5, minus 10, minus 15, like that. So you are told to draw the graph of the relation. So we are told that when x is minus 4, y is 14. How are we going to get 14 on y? When x is minus 4, this is minus 4 on x, y is 14. So now on y-axis, we were told that 2 cm is equal to 5 units. If 2 cm equals 5 units on y-axis, so if 2 cm is equal to 5 units on y-axis, in 2 cm we are having 10 lines, is equal to 5 units. So one line, value of one line will now be 1 over 10 times 5. So which should give us 1 over 2, same thing as 0.5. So it means on the y-axis, each of the line is 0.5. Then you are told that when x is minus 4, y is 14. When x is minus 4, x is minus 4 here. So on this line, minus 4, y is 14. So if this is 10, this is 10.5, 11, 11.5, 12, 12.5, 13, 13.5, 14. 14 will fall on this line. So in that case, where the two lines meet, so the two lines will meet at this point. So that's where you are going to mark. Then when x is minus 3, y is 3. When x is minus 3 here, y is 3. So if this place is 0, 0.51, 1.52, 2.53, 3 will fall on this line. You trace it to where it will meet the line for 3, minus 3 here. So at this point, you are going to mark. So when x is minus 3, y is what? Y is plus 3. When x is minus 2, y is minus 4. This is minus 2 on x, y is minus 4. So you'll be counting down to this side. So this is minus 0.5, minus 1, 1.52, 2.53, 3.54. So y will be minus 4 here on this line, and this is 2. This is line for 2. So you are going to trace it together. So they are going to meet at this point. So when x is 1, minus 1, y is minus 7. This is minus 1 on x, minus 7. After 5, we are having 5.56, 6.57. So it will meet this line on minus 7 and 1. They are going to meet at this point. When x is 0, y is minus 6. So this is 0 on x. So y will be minus 6. If this is minus 5, minus 5.5, minus 6 at this point. So you are going to meet it here. When x is 1, y is minus 1. So this is 1 on x, y is minus 1. Minus 0.5 minus 1 on this line. And so both of them will meet at this point. So you mark it. So when x is 2, y is when x is 2, y is 8. If this is 2 on y x, then y will be, if this is 5, 5.56, 6.57, 7.58. 8 will be on this line, and this is 2. You are going to mark it. So you mark this point. So those are the point of intersection there. Then you are now going to join together with a curve. So just be targeting the next line to draw your curve properly. Target it carefully like that. So you'll be able to draw your curve. So I've been able to draw my curve. Now, the other part of the question says, from your graph, find the minimum value of the relation. What will be the minimum value here? The peak point I'm having here. So I'm going to read this point to the y-axis. So my y minimum will now be equal to, so it is this point straight to the y-axis. I'm going to read it here. So if this is 5 minus 5 minus 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. So my y minimum here will be minus 7.5. Then 2, you are told to look for the roots of the equation. The root of the equation will be where this graph cuts the x-axis. So this is the x-axis. So it cut the x-axis at this point, and it is cutting it at this point. So you realize that on the x-axis, on the x-axis, we said that 10 lines is equal to 2 centimeter represents 1 unit on the x-axis. So in 2 centimeter, we are having 10 lines. 10 lines is equal to 1 unit. So what will be the value for 1 line? Now this 1 over this 10 times 1. So we should give us 1 over 10, which same time 0.1. Each of the line here is what? Is 0.1. So if here you are having minus 2, the next one will be minus 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, where this line called, so this point is 2.6. So that means the root of the equation will be x is equal to minus 2.6, or then you look for it will be two values, this point and this point. So if this point is 1, so the next line will be 1.1, next one where it called this 1.2 or plus 1.2. So for the work practice, you are going to do this for the work practice. Copy and complete the table below for the relation y equals ax squared minus bx plus 1 when x, the value for x is from minus 2 to 4, and you have been given few values. When x is minus 2, y is 25. When x is plus 1, y is minus 2. When x is 3, y is 10. Then b, using scales of 2 cm to 1 unit on the x-axis and 2 cm to 5 units on the y-axis, draw a graph of the relation. You have to draw the graph of the relation. Use your graph to state the range of values of x for which y equals ax squared minus bx plus 1 is negative. Then d, find the roots of the relation. Please make sure you like, subscribe and comment on the video. Thank you.